Well, hey there once again there, Wildcat fans. How is it going? Hope your week has been spectacular once again. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brad Welburn, as you know, and as you can see sitting here to my left, we are joined by our men's basketball coach, Coach Reni Mason, as we kind of talk about the one game that they played last week and moving into what's coming up this week. Coach, let's get right into it. Thanks for joining me once again this week. Give me your I guess your initial thoughts on the game, or I guess maybe not initial. It's been a few days, but your thoughts on the game last Saturday against Dallas. We knew coming in they were a very tough opponent, and they certainly proved to be that.
They are who they are.
Yeah.
They are very well coached. They are in the upper echelon of our league. There were probably 4 or 5 possessions during that basketball game where it got away, and they did what good teams do. They completed the task. Fortunately for us, we get another shot tonight against the same opponent. We'll try to do some things different. But I'll say this for our basketball team. I've said it weekly on this show. Our guys continuously compete. I think that's a great characteristic of a good man. And so I am very excited that our young men are still staying together.
Yeah, and just a little bit more about that game before we move into this one. Because when I looked at the stats, I was able to watch the game obviously, but when I looked at the stats, you guys shot very evenly as far as percentages, but I think it was the turnovers and the rebounding that kind of hurt you guys.
We tried to do some things to throw them off balance. Thought that it worked, but we couldn't rebound out of it. They had a total of 15 offensive rebounds. That means that there were 15 shots missed that we didn't get, that they got, and they had another opportunity. And you just are not going to win against good basketball teams, turning it over and not being able to rebound. Rebounding has been an Achilles heel of ours the entire year. That is definitely something we have to address in recruiting. But they're a great basketball team. They're probably going to win our league. It is a tremendous task to go in and night out to play against those caliber athletes, and we'll get there.
Yeah. So I guess I'll ask you sort of the same kind of question that I asked Coach Carter as well. A lot of times in basketball you have maybe a game in between an opponent, but in this case it's been a couple of days, but you're playing the same team just a few days later. So is that a different dynamic as far as preparation?
I think it's a benefit to us because our preparation doesn't change. We can go back and look at the film and see the things that we didn't do. Obviously, rebounding and turnovers is a mental aspect of the game, and so we've got to correct those things. But for us, I think it's a plus to play the same opponent. We use the same scout. We use the same game plan that we have. We've just got to try to improve upon it. I think it works for us.
And, going back to what Coach Carter said as well, she said that she didn't think Dallas was going to change a lot because they won. So are you kind of in that same boat?
That's exactly right. We've got to rebound the basketball. If we rebound and say we limit them to 5 offensive rebounds as opposed to 15 offensive rebounds, it's a different basketball game. Right. And so that's just a want to. We talked about that the last couple of days in practice. When you have a young basketball team, repetition. And so I can clearly see the difference of our basketball team at UTEP to Dallas last Saturday. That's what's encouraging about moving forward.
Right. So starts of the of this Saturday tonight, I guess, is the start of 6 straight home games for the Wildcats. Of course, you have tonight, and then Monday night against Belhaven, 2 at HOS, and then you finish the season at the middle of February with 2 more at repeat. So. Obviously, still alive mathematically for tournament spot, but say things weren't to go that way. What are you most looking to get out of this team? Like we talked about, I think a week or two ago. Most of these guys are going to be back next year. So are you kind of in that mode of trying to prepare for next season already?
No. We're going to take it one game at a time. I think it's important for them to understand that the next game is the most important game. We lose one guy, which is Torian Lee. Academically, we're fine. I think our guys enjoy being at Louisiana College, so I anticipate that we'll have everyone back a year from now. It's good to be home. This team has not experienced an opportunity to play in HOS. We missed an opportunity earlier in the year because we had to go to Northwestern and play Centenary. It is going to be good to see how they react with the chemistry that they have now with their home crowd. I'm excited about that. It's something about sleeping in your own bed and getting up the next day and having to play being a normal routine. I've encouraged our guys to approach it the same way we've approached it on the road, because sometimes you can have different distractions at home that you don't have on the road. But we're excited about being home, but we're going to take it one game at a time. We're going to prepare and be as business-like as possible.
All right, folks, well, there you have it. Once again, tonight, Repeats Coliseum. You can see the Wildcats take on UT Dallas, and make your plans to just be around Monday night against Belhaven, next Thursday against Laterno, next Saturday against UTBU, and then you can look at the schedule the rest of the way on our website, lcwildcats.net. Of course, if for whatever reason you can't make it out, the games will be live stream and live stats on our website as well, so check that. It's all there for you, very, very easy to find. Well, Coach, thanks again for joining me this week.
Thank you, brother.
I look forward to another conversation next time. I'm Brad Welburn. We'll see you then.